G'day guys, it's Ben again here to bring you another video. This one is going to be looking at what the children will need if they're going to help you in the garden. And to be quite honest guys, getting your kids out into the garden and to help you makes it so much more fulfilling. It really does. I certainly find that. I'd love to know what you guys think, but I'm pretty sure most parents will agree that getting kids out there and teaching them and showing them and watching them learn and develop their skills is just the most satisfying thing. And let's look at some of the things that the children can have if you want to teach them, I guess, how to be productive gardeners. The biggest thing is patience and supervision, I think, as a parent, and it's more so than just telling them or whatever that you want them to do X, Y, Z. You tend to have to lead them. Obviously depends on the age of the child and their skills and experience, but for the most part, supervision, patience and leadership is other big things. You can find kids sort of size tools just all over the place in department stores and in hardware stores and that kind of thing, and those sort of things are far more appropriate than trying to get a 3-year-old to use an adult size shovel, because they're just not going to do it. They're not going to have the physical strength or capability to be able to use a full-size shovel properly. That said, a kid's shovel, a metal shovel, you can buy. Absolutely can be a great thing. But let's take a look at some of the sort of things that are available and that we can use with helping our kids get into gardening and stuff. So let's take a look. Alrighty, so here's Matthew, and kids can help you out. They can be so much of a benefit in the garden, and all kids really just want to learn and participate and be of value, I think. But when you're in the garden, it's really so important to look after them and, as I say, guide and supervise them through what you're trying to achieve. Matthew here is wearing some really good gloves. Kids grow real fast, and I find Matthew goes through a set of gloves. Certainly has gone through a set of gloves every year for the past few years. Not so much that they've worn out, but just that he's outgrown them. So, but it's important because they can get blisters just like we can, and they can hurt themselves too. So, so gloves are good. He's also wearing Peltor hearing protection, much like I do, and that's really important. If you're going to have noisy machinery on, it's obviously very important to help them protect their ears. Just with that though, if they've got hearing protection on, they're not going to hear you as well. So supervision is absolutely critical already. So sun protection is equally important for children as it is for anyone else. And even though the kids might only be in the garden for half an hour or something, you still got to afford them the same kind of protection that you would want. We all know that the sun can be really bad, as well as it is really good, but you've just got to take the necessary precautions. Kids, regardless of how strong they are, and Matthew is quite a strong little 8-year-old, regardless of how strong they are, they're not going to have the physical capability to be able to properly handle full-size adult sort of tools and wheelbarrows and things. So getting child-size wheelbarrows and tools is absolutely appropriate. And although you can often pick up this kind of stuff secondhand, but even then it's not that expensive brand new, and especially if you're collecting and building up stuff over time, then I really don't see too much of an issue with with trying to accumulate, some stuff over time. It's not that expensive, and it really does sort of help the kids. And as I say, if you can see next to Matthew, you have to adjust the kids' expectations, I think, as well. So if the children are going to be working on something, then try not to expect as much from them as you might expect from yourself in terms of the output of work. But the kids' tools are really good, and for them to achieve something like, let's say they can weed a couple of square meters or something, or if they can help you sow some seeds or tidy up a path, or harvest some crops or something, then that's great for them. And that slowly, as you build their enthusiasm and their knowledge and their experience and their sort of sense of success, then you're also sort of building up their future with good understanding and knowledge of plants and nutrition and things like that. So I think it's really great to have kids out in the garden. As frustrating and as time consuming as it sometimes can be, but it's absolutely worth it. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe and share, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you in my next video.